What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan Black for those of you who don't know me. Today I am going to be going over this look right here. It is inspired by Kylie Jenner. A while back she posted a tutorial on YouTube going over this look and I just thought it was so fun. She just had a pop of color of hot pink in the corner of her eye. In her tutorial she used her makeup line. I don't have any of her products, so I just kind of came up with things that were similar to what she used. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. So I just realized the mic was not on when I was filming the first part. So what I did was I used the eye cream underneath my eye just to prep the under eye, and then I used the AVEENO glow drops on my skin as a base. And I was saying that I got the recommendation for that product from a celebrity makeup artist. Her name's KATIEJANEHUGHES, and she does the most amazing work. I will link her handle below, her Instagram handle. I love using that for my base just because it gives such a fresh, dewy look. She uses that all the time and I can see why. It's so beautiful. She's really good at creating a beautiful complexion, a really natural, beautiful complexion where your skin still shines through, and she uses that product all the time. So I had to get it to see what it was like, and I'm so glad that I did. I just picked it up at Target. I know that they have it on Amazon and Walmart. You can just pretty much get it anywhere where AVEENO is sold. So I am using the L'OREAL True Match foundation in the shade N1 all over my face. I always film at night because I put my little baby down to bed about 7 o'clock, and I don't like to film or work during the day when he is awake, so I'm always filming at night, and I feel like I hope my videos aren't coming across boring or like I'm lacking energy, even though I'm feeling a little tired. This is really the only chance that I get to film, but that's okay, it's worth it. I'm going in with the BECCA Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. I'm just going to use this on my zits, my imperfections, my blemishes, because it's more of my skin tone. I don't want to use a lighter concealer on my skin tone because then it will highlight the blemish. I will be using this stippling brush. It's the Morphe G40. This is a great brush to stipple out foundation or concealer on your blemishes, and I'm not going to swipe. I'm just doing stippling motions and just trying to work the concealer. If I were to do swiping motions, it would move the concealer and therefore wouldn't cover up the blemish. So I'm just stippling it in. For concealer, I'm going to use the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and I'm in the shade N1. I'm also going to take it on my eyelid to use as a eyeshadow base. I'm going to use the Morphe M173 concealer brush. I really like this brush to buff out the concealer on your eyelid and in the corner right here. And I'm taking that concealer pretty high up because I know my eyeshadow was going to be pretty blown up there. Just doing stippling motions so I don't move around the product a lot. And I'm taking my damp beauty blender and buffing out the under eye. And I'm taking my RIMMEL London Stay Matte powder, and I'm just gonna set my under eye using my damp beauty blender. So I'm just picking some up on the sponge and looking up to really work it in the under eye and the creases. And I'm taking that on the eyelid. So the only translucent setting powders I have really are this one and the Cover FX one. And this one's drugstore compared to the Cover X one. This is like $5 or something cheap like that. And I like it so much more. I want to try the L'OREAL Mercier one because I know that one is a really good setting powder. And I'm just going to set my smile lines just to help prevent any creasing, as well as the forehead. So Kylie used 2 colors in the birthday collection. She used the color Topaz, and that's a matte taupe brown. And so I'm going to be doing the shade Jet Setter. This is in the palette, the Tartelette in Bloom palette. And then she used Tiger's Eye, which is a golden brown, also from her same bronze collection. And so to mimic that, I'm going to be using the shade Latte. This is in the Tarte Toasted Tartelette palette. So she mixed those 2 shades together. So I'm just picking some up on a Morphe M573 brush. And she just worked this in her crease. Windshield wiper motions and working my way in. Her eyeshadow looked pretty light for the most part on her lid and her crease. And she really just had the pop of color in the corner. She worked it in her crease and I saw her bring it down a little bit on her lid. And she worked it pretty high up towards her brow bone. I love this eye look that she had on with the bright pink because I feel like you don't have to commit all the way to a ton of color on your eye. It's just a little pop of color. It just gives a little spice, a little kick to your eye look, and it lets you experiment with color without committing to a full eyelid. Kylie went back in with a smaller tapered brush with the darker color, so I'm using Jet Setter, and she just deepened up the crease, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just deepening up the crease, working light-handedly just to add more depth to the lid. Now I'm just going to go in with a fluffy blending brush just to blend it all together, just to diffuse it out a little bit. So she took the 2 colors and just shadowed under her under eye. So I'm using a e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, just buffing it in the under eye. And I'm connecting it to the top eyeshadow in the corner. I love buffing eyeshadow on the under eye because I feel like it completes the look of eyeshadow and it just gives you, I don't know, it's just like more of a sultry, beautiful look. So I just love that. For eyeliner, she actually used a brow pomade, the Anastasia brow pomade in chocolate. I tried mimicking that using the NYX brow pomade. It did not go well. I'm just going to use eyeshadow. I'm just going to use the shade Activist, and I'm picking it up on a flat angle brush. This one is by Anastasia. So I wet the brush. You could rest your pinky on your face for stability. So I don't know if you could see it, but it's just a little wing like that. I really like the trick of using the eyeshadow and spraying it with a setting spray because I love, my favorite eyeliners are matte, and you get that anyways if you use a matte shadow. It just looks so good and it's so easy to use. I did tell you guys a trick that I learned for hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes, meaning like when I'm opening my eyes, you can't really see my eyelid, right? You could just see like my brow bone, but the lid is closed. So when I do eyeliner and I shut my eyes, a lot of times when I open it, the eyeliner will disappear. So I learned this trick from the Instagrammer that I told you about, the KATIEJANEHUGHES makeup artist. She said, look straight into a mirror and apply your wing that way, because when your eyes are open, you'll be able to see your wing instead of closing your eyes, drawing on the wing, and then opening it and seeing, oh, where the crap did my wing just go? So if you have hooded eyes like me, a good trick is to do your eyeliner looking straight into a mirror, with your eyes fully relaxed and drawing on the line. I'm trying to slant my head a little bit so I can show you guys, but that's the basis of what you do. And now for the fun part. Kylie used two colors of pink in her birthday collection. I don't have her collection, so I just went to MAC and I picked up a single eyeshadow. I picked up this pink color right here. It's called Bright Pink. I'm just going to use that for the inner corner of my eye. If I need to brighten it up, I'm just going to use the color white, just a white base underneath to help give it more of a pop. We'll do that right now. And she dragged it down a little bit like this. And now I'm going in with pink, the pink color from MAC, and she just worked it into the inner corner of her eye. Oh, I'm using a pencil brush, Morphe E36, just a little tiny brush. You don't want to use a blending brush or a lid brush. You need to use a small pencil brush so you can have more control of where the color is. So I'm really just working it on the inner V. Look at that. Isn't that fun? I think this is just such a fun way to add some color to your life. People are thinking like, wow, okay. When you do this look, I feel like you're telling people, I'm mostly normal, but this pop of color, it's like, bam, I got a little spice in me, and I like to have a little bit of fun. So I kind of want to drag it, the inner corner, exaggerate the inner corner a little bit. I kind of like that look because I feel like it elongates your eye a little bit. So if you can kind of see what I'm doing, I'm just dragging the pink further in than my tear duct. I think it gives a cool look to the eye. Okay, so I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think it looks cool. That's different. I really like it. To finish off my face, I'm going in with a little bronzer. I'll be using the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Bronzer in 02. This is a great matte bronzer. I really like it. Tapping off the excess, and I'm just starting with the perimeter of my face, the high points where the sun would naturally hit. And I'm doing tapping motions because if I do swiping motions, that could move the foundation around. Working the bronzer in my temples, my cheekbones. Again, she had a really matte finish. I thought this was a good choice of bronzer since it's matte. For blush, Kylie used a blush in the winter collection, but they don't sell it anymore. So I found one that I feel like looked pretty similar. It's the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade pink. I love this blush. I have a couple different colors in this line, the Maybelline Fit Me. I just think they're so great and it's such a good price. You can just find them at the drugstore. And I'm just patting that on. She went very light-handed on the blush. But I might go a little bit more because I love blush. I think blush I could not live without. If I had a full face of makeup on, I feel like blush is what ties it all together. But this blush I feel like is just kind of like a powder pink and it's just pretty neutral. Works well with the overall look. For eyebrows, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown. I'm just filling in any extra gaps. Brows should be sisters, not twins. Have you guys heard that? So it's okay if they're not looking identical. Plus, who has time to try to make them identical anyways? To finish off the brow, you guys know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer Mascara in the shade Deep Brown. You guys, I don't think they're going to sell these anymore. I've tried getting more and like Ulta's not carrying them, Target's not carrying them. Well, Walmart is carrying them, but they don't have my shade anymore. It's like, what did I just say to Maybelline in 2 videos ago? I said, if you guys stop making these, what did I say? Like, you have another thing coming for you? So Maybelline, watch your back. What am I gonna do? I need more of these. I don't even want to experiment with other brow products. Found what I like, why bother, you know? I guess I'll have to bother if they're not making them anymore. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. I'm going to mist myself with MAC Fix Plus before I apply mascara. And for mascara today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I like this mascara, but honestly, the dupe for it is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and it's drugstore, and it's a lot cheaper. I think it's like $9 compared to what this is probably like in the 20s. I like the other one better. I just like the formula better. I feel like it's creamier. I like the handle better. It's not as thick and hard to hold on to like this. If you're looking for a new mascara, check the L'Oreal Lash Paradise one out. For lips, I'm going to be using NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Beige. Kylie used her lip liner called Iced Latte, and Kylie used her liquid lipstick in the shade Savage, and I tried so hard to find a color similar to that in a liquid lipstick, and what I did find was the shade, it's the Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Seductress. I feel like this is a super close resemblance to her liquid lipstick that she had. However, because different lipsticks can look differently on different complexions, this did not turn out to be the color that she has on. So I'm going to kind of mix it up a little bit. The shade, the lip liner, the Nude Beige one, is very close to her Iced Latte lip liner. And for lips, instead of doing the liquid lipstick, I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk matte lipstick. It's also kind of a nudie pink, which is the shade of her Savage lipstick that she has on. So I'm going to be using this. This is just a little small mini one that I have. I really like Kylie's lips. I have a really defined Cupid's bow, so to kind of mimic her lips a little bit more, I'm going to do a C shape instead of like the triangle shape that I have. So I'm going to pull my lips back to make them tight and go kind of this funny face. Like this face, when I do this, it reminds me of on Dumb and Dumber when he makes that funny face. He's like, ah. That's kind of what you have to do to line your lips, like, well, not that, but watch, I'll show you. So see? For like a more ombre effect, I'm just shading in the corners with the lip liner. I'm just taking my finger to smudge it out a little bit. I kind of just want a blurred effect. Okay, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think the pop of color in the corner of the eye gives such a fun, unique look. I love how bright it is, and I like that it's so easy just to pop it in the corner without having to commit to a really bright color all over your lid. So let me know in the comments below, do you like this look? Would you wear it? And if you do try out any of my looks, please make sure to tag me. I want to see how it goes. And as always, if you like this tutorial, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and give it a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.